Good morning, children. So, back to maths class. Your grand test performance. In that, I cannot find papers of Abhiram, Ismail as usual, always, and Varshita. She took permission for as her father was not well. I hope she will write afterwards. Okay, right. Now the next part is area of plane figures. This is the next chapter that we are going to deal with. And for this, you need to revise the fundamentals, what you have already studied in your 6th and 7th standard. Let me give you a quick revision of all those. Okay? So, perimeter. What do you mean by perimeter? Yes, length of the boundary is called perimeter. Suppose if you take square, you will have four sides as boundaries. And then next, when you add all four sides, you will get the perimeter. And you know you are in 8th standard. 4 s plus s plus s. Repeated addition could be converted into multiplication, and therefore perimeter is equal to 4s is the formula. Right, and if it is rectangle, opposite sides are equal. So two lengths and two breadths will be there for rectangle. Therefore, the perimeter is sum of the two lengths plus sum of the two breadths. That is 2l plus 2b or 2 times of l plus b. So that means you can find l plus b first and then double it. Thus you will be getting the perimeter of the rectangle. Now when you come to the triangle, it is, if the scalene triangle, it is s1, s2, s3. All three sides are different. So therefore you add all the three to find out perimeter. So remember, this is of perimeter. So you are going to find the sum, the total of the boundaries. Right? That means the sides. And if it is equilateral triangle, so all the three sides are equal, s plus s plus s, that is equal to 3s. So this is about the perimeter. So perimeter of any other things you have seen in your earlier classes. Suppose if a leaf is given for you to find out a paper leaf is given to you to find out the perimeter, what you have to do is along the boundary you are going to put a thread without disturbing the shape of the leaf, and then you will find out the total length of the thread. So that gives you the perimeter of the leaf. So whichever, so if it is not of what do you say, a specific geometrical figure, then you will be taking the help of a thread. That is, wherever there are curves, you will make use of the thread, and then along the boundary you will place the thread, and then you will finally you will find the total length of it. So that gives you the perimeter. So this is all from your 6th and 7th standard. Right, now when it comes to area, so area of the square, s into s, side into side, therefore a is equal to s square. Area of the rectangle, length into breadth. Triangle, half base into height. And always the units are square units or unit square, that is centimeter square or meter square or kilometer square, something like this. So these are the things. And when it comes to parallelogram, area of the parallelogram, that you have done already in your 7th standard. So that is equal to base into height. Right, height in the sense it is the perpendicular drawn from the vertex of one of the vertices of the parallelogram onto the opposite side. So this gives you the height. So base into height is the thing. It's not necessary that height is always inside. Height can also be drawn here, right, extending the base and then making a 90 degrees. Right, so area is equal to b into h. Whereas in triangle it is half base into height. Okay, now let us see the other geometrical figures. So area of rhombus. So when the diagonals are given to you, then half d1 into d2. You know what the diagonals are? Those are shown in red color in the blue rhombus. So half d1 into d2 gives the area of the rhombus. And now area of trapezium. Yes, in fact, trapezium is a combination of rectangles or squares and triangles. See, here I am taking one particular case of a trapezium where you have a rectangle here and there is a triangle. If I wanted to find out the area of this trapezium, what am I supposed to do? Find the area of this rectangle and then area of the triangle separately, add both, you will get the area of trapezium. So now that is what we are doing here. If B is the base and this is the C, this is H, and you know that the total height, total one side is A, the other parallel side is B. So there are two parallel sides and these two are not parallel. If they are also parallel, then it would have been a parallelogram or a rectangle, right? So therefore now if height is given and the lengths of the parallel sides are given, area of the trapezium, how are we going to determine? Now see this, area is equal to base into height for the rectangle, half base into height for the triangle. Now taking h common, you have b plus c by 2. Taking LCM, you have 2b plus c by 2. I want to split 2b as b plus b. So 1 will become b plus c, b plus c. What is b plus c in the figure? It is A, length of the other parallel side. So therefore, area is equal to h into sum of the two parallel sides divided by 2. So what is area of the trapezium? Height into sum of the parallel sides divided by 2, or half height into sum of the parallel sides. In whichever manner you want to remember, you can remember like that. I thought I'll remember it as h into a plus b by 2. Now coming to the other kind of trapezium here. So what do you see here? This is one rectangle and two triangles here. So now base into height of the area of the rectangle, half base into height area of the triangles. I have taken the bases as C and D, and C plus B plus D is totally A. So sum of the two parallel sides is A plus B. Now we will see what will be the formula to find out the area of this kind of the trapezium where you have two right angle triangles on either side. Okay, so here you have only one right angle triangle on one side, and here you have two right angle triangles on either side. Right. So therefore now here applying the condition, half C into H is the area of the first triangle, base into height is the area of the rectangle, middle one, and half D into H is the area of the triangle. Now H taking common, and then C by 2 plus B plus D by 2. Take LCM again, C plus 2B plus D. So you can write it as B as again B plus B, where C plus B plus D, C plus B plus D will become A, the total length of the other parallel side. So in place of C plus B plus D, you are writing it as A. So hence what you got here is, in place of this you are writing A plus B by 2. So in both the cases what you got is, if H is given and two parallel sides lengths are given, then H by 2 into sum of the two parallel sides, or height into sum of the parallel sides by 2, or half into height into sum of the parallel sides. This gives you the area of the trapezium. Okay, this gives you area of the trapezium. So now for today what I am going to do is, I'll give you the homework, the example problems. So you solve the example problems which are given in your textbook and see whether you are able to apply the actual formula to the given problem. You need to identify which particular one is the parallel side, which are not parallel sides, and what is the height, and how to divide the diagram if at all needed to divide it, or else directly if this is given you can find it out. So may or may not be given directly the height, and sometimes you need to find out the height, where height can also be said as the perpendicular distance between two parallel sides. What is height can be said as? Height can be said as the perpendicular distance between two parallel sides. So please carefully read the problem and solve the exercise problems, right, and post them to me so that we can proceed to the next part of the chapter, and where you will be finding the area of the quadrilateral, area of the polygon. Then we will proceed to find out or to solve the problems from the exercise. Okay, so for today I am closing with this. So what are all the things that area we have determined? Area of square, area of rectangle, area of triangle, area of parallelogram, area of rhombus, and area of trapezium in both the cases. Clear, children? So please take a screenshot of this and then copy it down carefully. You should know the terminology. H stands here for height or the perpendicular distance between the two parallel sides, where A and B are the lengths of the two parallel sides. Okay, so both the cases, please clearly note down and prepare your own notes.